Taking none.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Nola K. Welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Chicago Bears versus the New Orleans Saints. The final score was 21-9. Should have been 21-3, but it's whatever. Late garbage time touchdown by Jimmy Graham. Cool, I guess. But yeah, so we're going to be talking about that. Obviously, the Saints played their first playoff game. They're 1-1, did not get a first round exit, which I was heavily scared for. So nervous that entire week. Obviously during the game I was so nervous, but yeah, the Saints managed to pull off a W. I thought, despite it being kind of close, I felt like the Saints always had control. I just didn't want them to go home. So yeah, and then we played Tampa this week. I will be posting a video Thursday on that, and probably one Friday or Saturday with the whole injuries. I'm not sure. I know Trey is the only one that's out. We might be getting Traquan Smith back. So Trey Hendrickson, obviously, he had the stinger in his neck, did not play against the Bears, and then Traquan Smith was placed on IR, and I think he can come back this week. So I'll see all that, but we're going to talk about this game, and, the Saints won this game, but I can tell you I was not happy, at least especially in the first half, about the performance of, let's say, the offense, at least. The defense played incredible. But we're going to get into that, starting off with the offense. So I think the offense looked a little flat. No, they looked flat in the first half. Despite having a good first drive, the first completion, I believe, was to Michael Thomas, and the second drive, which the touchdown was to Michael Thomas, despite having all that and getting Deonte Harris involved, which he looked really, really good. But yeah, despite having all that, we didn't really move the ball as much as I wanted to. And I think a big part had to do with the offensive line. The offensive line did not look good. I had fears coming into this game, literally. I said in my prediction video. Although the offensive line can look great this entire season, I was just scared because obviously last year the Vikings, the playoffs, I didn't think they played well, and I think it was the reason why we lost. But I was like, oh my God, it's happening again. Drew Brees had to throw incompletes, just throw balls he didn't want to because of that. But obviously, some adjustments were made, and that was not a problem. As far as Drew Brees, he was 28 for 39, 265 yards. He had 2 touchdowns, and despite actually the offensive line not doing as good, Drew Brees said he had 0 sacks, but Taysom got sacked once. But despite that, Drew Brees is good at getting rid of the ball. He doesn't really make bad decisions, and I was pretty impressed with Drew Brees' performance. Although we looked flat, I thought he looked great. There were a couple plays where the dude was moving outside the pocket trying to make throws. He looked pretty good, pretty active, pretty healthy. And obviously the Latavius Murray touchdown. Latavius Murray did a great job on his part, and Drew Brees did a great job of his part. Drew Brees was buying time, waiting for Latavius Murray to get up after he made that block and go for a touchdown. That was an amazing play on both parts. Drew Brees and Latavius Murray, stuff like that. Drew Brees looked pretty comfortable in the pocket. He was moving around, trying to create plays. So I really liked seeing that from Drew. That was really nice. I always love when Drew, extends plays and, tries to, I don't know. It's just, I love it. So we're going to get on to the receiving. Obviously, Deonte Harris was obviously so amazing. I was not expecting that. I was thinking, okay, the punt game, the return game, but I knew he could be obviously dangerous in the receiving game. He's super fast, but he had 7 receptions for 83 yards. The dude just looked spectacular. Michael Thomas, 5 receptions for 73 yards. So glad to have him back. Got his first touchdown, so that's good. Jared Cook had 4 receptions for 40 yards. He did have, I believe, a drop touchdown pass, which, yes, but we ended up, I think, getting the touchdown anyways on that drive, thanks to, I believe it was a 4th or 3rd down, and the Bears jumped offside with Taysom at the QB snap. So, yeah. So, Anyways, Alvin Kamara, 2 receptions, 17 yards. Michael Burton even got involved, our fullback. 2 receptions, 15 yards. Little Jordan Humphrey picked up a very important first down on third down. So, 1 reception, 14 yards. Latavius Murray, 2 receptions, 11 yards. Taysom Hill, 2 receptions, 5 yards. Adam Trotman, 1 reception, 4 yards. Emmanuel Sanders, wow, he's literally at the bottom. Emmanuel Sanders, 2 receptions, 3 yards. But at least his whenever he got targeted that one time, or one of the two, it was a third down and he converted to first down. So at least he's being used there. But that actually shocked me. Wow. But it's fine as long as Drew Brees can spread the ball around and we're winning. I have no problem with that. Okay, so for the rushing stats, Alvin Kamara had 23 carries for 99 yards. I remember when we were trying to get into the end zone when we were unsuccessful at the fourth quarter, 2 minutes remaining, and Drew Brees went over the top. They called a touchdown the field, got reversed. Yeah. That drive, I think the third or second down, the announcers mentioned that Alvin Kamara was 1 yard away from getting 100 yards, but he didn't get it. But it's fine, Alvin Kamara had 99 yards and 1 touchdown, so great production from him. Taysom Hill is next up, 4 carries, 15 yards. Yes, he did his job, picked up a first down, and I think some other stuff. But I think we failed on a third down with him, and could be wrong, but whatever. Latavius Murray, and he did get sacked. I know that he got sacked. He held the ball too long. But Latavius Murray, 4 carries, 9 yards. He averaged 2.3 yards. Latavius Murray got a touchdown, but that was in the receiving game, not in the rushing game. So, And then there's Will Lutz, who missed a 50-yarder. I wanted to say, I know I mentioned in my other videos when he was missing a couple field goals late in the season, right before the regular season ended. I was just like, I don't know, like he's wrong or whatever. But I was trying to push it off, thinking Will Lutz has been so consistent. I don't think anything's wrong. But honestly, I know, 50 yards, it's more of a longer, field goal. But that's something that we would think Will Lutz would make any other year, right? But, it's actually concerning me. At first I was just pushing it off, like I said, thinking it was some type of fluke or whatever. But no, I think we seriously have a serious problem. I believe, on a couple games, we were outside the wind, blah, blah. So I blamed it on stuff like that. But we were inside in the dome, and he missed it. Even though it's more of a longer field goal, that's game-winning stuff on the line, and I'm actually concerned. I know the Saints brought in a kicker. I don't know what's happening there, but maybe for depth. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm actually worried about Will Lutz. Thought I'd never say that, but I am concerned about him this season and, continuing in the postseason. So overall, with the offense's performance, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed after talking about getting all our parts back. I thought the Saints would at least put up 30 points, but they only put up 21. Obviously there could have been more points, but I thought it would be a little bit more explosive. Again, started kind of slow, but even towards the end, it was a little bit. It wasn't as explosive as I thought. But obviously the entire game I felt like we were in control. We could literally score at any moment. But I just thought, we'd be a little bit more explosive. I feel like some people thought that too. But I got to realize this is the first week with everybody back. And, I'm happy we won. But I have a feeling that maybe we're going to need to put up a little bit more points next week, considering Tampa Bay's high-powered offense. But good thing the New Orleans Saints have an amazing defense that technically really kind of only gave up 3 points. You can count the walk-off touchdown, but it's, 3 points basically. And I know the Chicago Bears aren't the best team offensively. I think they're ranked in the bottom half of passing stats with the run game and just total offense. I know Tampa Bay is obviously they're much more talented and better than the Chicago Bears offense. But, to say that you held a playoff NFL team to 3 points, technically, I'll give them 9. 9 points is insane, and this defense is amazing. Although we only had 1 sack by Mr. Sheldon Rankins, the score speaks for itself. The defense, it could have gone wrong because, again, our offense did not look that great, at least at first and at times. But the defense held it for us, and that's a big reason, a big reason why we won. Probably the biggest reason why we won, because our defense is lights out. C.J. Gardner-Johnson was the lead tackler. Also got somebody else ejected. Anthony Miller this time. This dude is something. I want to see him mic'd up, but I know it won't happen. But can make it happen in NFL. But yeah, C.J. Gardner-Johnson is he's a mess. And I was watching the highlights, and I didn't notice it, obviously, watching the game, but they were going at it. I saw, but, I wouldn't have noticed it, watching the game. But in the highlights, you could see some plays where they were talking, but that's just a normal Sunday for C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Nothing new. Cam Jordan, although he didn't have a sack, and nobody else did it, literally except Sheldon Rankins. He helped in the run game. I'm sure he got pressures on Mitch Trubisky. Janoris Jenkins, he was in the fault of some of the big plays, maybe 2 to 3, maybe 4 big plays. It was his man. I want to say it was Anthony Miller. I believe Marshawn got Allen Robinson, but I could be wrong. But basically, some of the big plays was because of Janoris Jenkins. Guess if I were to knock anything on the defense, was that wide open touchdown play that Wims dropped. I think it was in the first quarter, definitely in the first half, I believe. But yeah, if anything, that was on Marshawn Lattimore, and Marcus Williams was there with safety help, but they got burnt. Marshawn Lattimore completely fell, but we were just so lucky that Wims, literally, it fell through his hands. That would have been a touchdown, and that would have made the game a lot more interesting, especially with momentum, and that plays a big thing. But besides that, Janoris Jenkins is still good. Demario Davis, he's so good. Malcolm Jenkins, he was the one that picked up the fumble that wasn't a fumble. It got the referee said he didn't make a football move, which whatever. But he was the one. He was eyeing that ball. He picked it up, scooped it up, went to the end zone, but it wasn't a fumble apparently. But I mentioned Sheldon Rankins. I haven't seen his name pop up, at least on the sack sheet, in a while, so I'm glad seeing that. Definitely Trey, and it showed. I feel like there's a lot of times where it felt like we were somewhat getting pressure, but Mitch Trubisky looked pretty calm in the pocket. Obviously 1 sack, but our secondary played well enough for no too big plays, or just crazy amount of first downs to be picked up, because our secondary was that good. But of course, would want more pressure. I feel like they were getting there, but just didn't quite hit home. We only had 3 quarterback hits, so 2 were by Sheldon Rankins, and then 1 was by Malcolm Jenkins, actually. So just want more pressure. Trey is very, very much needed. Hopefully he can come back for the Tampa game. Hopefully, because that just creates more, disruption. I thought Alex Anzalone played really well, and I want to give, again, my props out to Marshawn Lattimore. I thought he played excellent against Allen Robinson. I believe that's who he was covering most of the game. But whether he did or not, played really well. I saw 1 pass breakup, deep throw. He just played really, really well. And big part to our secondary, who managed to keep on literally everybody, because our pass rush was there but wasn't. But still, a big part, our secondary played really, really well, and I'm proud of that. And then, again, our run-stopping defense, I believe David Montgomery, 12 carries, 31 yards. It's back to the old days type of scene, 30 yards from a running back of the opposing team. So that's really good. Had some concerns coming into this game because of the run game. We've been letting up a little bit, a little bit more yards than we usually do, but that's the New Orleans Saints. run defense that I know of. So, yeah, that wraps up everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, another round, the divisional round. Tampa Bay will be posting, my predictions and stuff like that. Probably Thursday, and then probably do an injury update on Friday or Saturday. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys thought about this game. Let me know if you were a little bit disappointed in the offense like I kind of was, or let's talk about our amazing defense. I mean, secondary, front 4, 7, literally everybody. Let me know, do you have any concerns about Lutz? What should we do about that situation? And let me know how you feel about the play calling, because I feel like a lot of people did not like Sean Payton's play calling. I just thought it was a little bit iffy, but yeah, let me know how you feel about this playoff win. Let me know everything in the comments below. Thank you guys so much, and peace.